Welcome back to the SDC Survival Series. Today, we're going to be looking at signalling, and in particular, stress signalling. Becoming lost, injured or stranded in the great outdoors can quickly become a life-threatening situation, especially in adverse weather conditions. Having good communication skills and a knowledge of distress signals can be a life-saving skill. The ability to signal for help, both within your group and for outside assistance, is the number one priority when it comes to being rescued. And while modern technology often means that help is just at your fingertips, it's important not to rest solely on technology. Before we delve deeper into the rescue and signalling procedures, it's important to remember that prevention is always better than the cure. So proper route planning before heading outdoors is vital. A route card plotting your planned journey should always be left with a contact back home who can alert the authorities if you don't return within a set time. This will allow the search and rescue teams to pinpoint your location much quicker and save precious time. You should never travel into a remote area without first notifying someone of your location. Let's get going. Now, the first signalling method we're going to look at is a little device most of us have on us all of the time. Our mobile phones. Your mobile phone is always going to be your quickest and most reliable method for signalling for help. The emergency service numbers 112 and 911 are pre-programmed into all mobile phones and SIM cards. You can dial 112 anywhere in Europe and 911 anywhere in America, and the networks will automatically give you priority. Even if your phone shows no service or no signal, it will still transmit to another network if it's available. Most modern phones will even transmit if you've no credit left, the keypad's locked, and even if the phone doesn't have a SIM card inside. Now, if you have an iPhone, you can gain quick access to the emergency contact numbers simply by pressing and holding the side button along with the volume buttons, which allows us to swipe to the emergency services. Alternatively, instead of dragging the slider, if you continue to hold down the side button and the volume button, an alert sounds and a 5-second countdown begins. If you continue holding down the buttons until the countdown ends, your iPhone will automatically call the emergency services. This might be useful in situations where you're unable to look at your phone or if you're unable to free up your other hand to operate the slider. If you've exhausted all the methods we've gone through using your mobile phone and you're still unable to make contact with the emergency services, you should keep your phone on and then begin to make use of what's known as the International Distress Signal. This is 6 successive whistle blasts repeated every minute. If you don't have a whistle, you can use 6 loud noises or at night, successive torch flashes. If your whistle flashes are heard, you should hear a reply of 3 whistles. Once you've had a reply, it's important to keep repeating the 6 whistle blasts in response, as this will allow the rescuers to narrow in on your location. The next method we can look to use are ground-to-air signals. These are a series of symbols for communicating with emergency air crews, and it's worth learning these before entering remote areas. You'll need to mark out the symbols on the ground, making them as large as possible so they can be seen from the air. You can use rocks, logs, backpacks, ground sheets, or even just make grooves in the ground. A couple of basic symbols to learn is a V shape, which signals you need assistance. A cross, which signals that you need medical assistance. Or an arrow, if you're on the move, which signifies what direction you're heading in. We can also make signals using our body. However, A difficulty frequently encountered by aircrews conducting search and rescue is that members of the public will often harmlessly wave at low-flying aircraft. To counter this and make sure you're taken seriously, it's important to make sure that your signals are done slowly and clearly, as well as repeated until they're understood. At night, a torch is a great way to attract attention as well, and the system we use to message at night with a torch is called Morse code, where each letter of the alphabet is represented by a small dot or a longer dash. If your signal has been received, helicopter aircrew will usually respond with a thumbs up, and a fixed-wing aircraft will respond by rocking their wings laterally. Finally, it's important to remember that prevention is always better than the cure. Mobile phones and a knowledge of the rescue procedure is never a replacement for common sense, good navigational skills, having the right kit, and an ability to know when to turn back. To finish, I've created a message for you to decipher at home using the Morse code. So get a pen and paper ready and see if you can translate the message.